You've had some questions about my sobriety journey. I am here to answer some of these questions. If you have not been a part of this channel, look at previous videos and get caught up. I'm almost to 150 days sober. Feel free to ask me any questions along the way. Question number 1. Are there times that you feel pressure from society or friends to drink? Do you feel anxiety around certain events still, like Christmas, about being sober? Sometimes I feel like I'm the only one on this journey. All right, I feel you on this one. Sometimes it's really hard. I do feel like I'm the only one on this journey. All my friends still post about drinking. It's still all about drinking. And that's cool. I don't care. It doesn't really bother me anymore. In the beginning, when I first started, I was really annoyed by some of these posts, some of the energy that I was getting back. I've hit a point where it doesn't bother me near as much. I see outside the box and I know how good it feels not to drink. I can't force that on anybody else. To each their own. Do I still feel pressure from society or friends? Not necessarily. I think my friends it's been pretty clear that I quit drinking. Maybe some of them are still hesitant. I don't know. I haven't been home to visit yet, as in back to Oregon. I can't really answer this question like 100% because I'm avoiding going back in a way because I don't want to put myself in these situations where I feel tempted to drink, because that is where it all started. When you go back to something that is triggering, I don't want to be tempted. Until I feel strong enough to be able to go back and put myself in those situations, I am avoiding it. I know I talked to my grandma about this and she completely 100% agrees with me on this. She's even said it herself. She's even told people, like, until Megan's strong enough, she's probably not gonna come back and visit. Yes, she said it before I even said it. My friends here haven't, we've actually taken ourselves out of many situations that may make us want to drink. I think it's a respect thing also. We actually went to a festival of trees the other day, and we went down with some friends to a brewery that I used to love to go to. Wasn't even a thing to even want a drink. None of us got drinks. We all got water or soda, and it was just more about the food and conversation than it was about drinks anymore. And I think that's what you need to do, is you need to put yourself with friends that don't care about drinking. This couple, they could care less about drinking. Yeah, once in a while they might have a drink. I don't know. When we're with them, it's just fun. It is just genuine conversation, food, just laughs, no alcohol. And we have several couples that we can actually do that with, and it's really enjoyable. One of our friends, we have gone to their house and we used to drink at dinner time, or I would invite them over and then we would drink at dinner time. The last 2 dinners that we've had in the last couple of weeks, it's been absolutely amazing. She even mentioned how I've changed a lot, and she said, I've noticed that you've changed a lot, and like for the positive. Growing as a human, maturing, letting go of alcohol has impacted just how I feel and how like people like look at me, I guess. And I love getting the positive feedback from my friends that I used to drink with, realizing that, yeah, I have changed, and no, I don't want to be pulled back down. And most of them are right by my side and completely help me with that. A lot of podcasts nowadays are, it's all about mindset and who you surround yourself with. Your mindset is gonna be who you surround yourself with. If you are hanging out with negative people that are gonna weigh you down, that's what you're gonna do. Set yourself with people that have positive mindsets and aspire to be more in life, because that is what's going to help you pull out of that rut that you have been in. You don't need the ones that are gonna drag you down, victim mentality, poor me. You need the ones that like help boost your confidence, boost your morale. They're your cheerleaders. We all have the same goals. That is what I have learned a lot of during this whole entire sober journey. Society though, I mean, it's everywhere. When servers come to the table and they're like, what can I get you guys to drink? And nobody says alcohol, I think they're kind of like stunned for a minute. Wait, you came to a brewery and you don't want a beer? That's fine, that's cool. What do you want to drink? And we don't say margarita, we don't say a beer, we don't say, shot of whiskey. It's just strictly club soda now or water. Society doesn't really bother me because, it's everywhere. I keep myself away from super triggering events, if that makes sense. Do I still feel anxiety around certain events like Christmas? We passed Thanksgiving, went in, very strong, didn't care, had no desire to drink. Christmas though, that's when, you have the bottle of wine and you're wrapping the presents. It's just like a festive, you're gonna chill with a red, glass of red wine. And it's just, part of the festive season. And I'm seeing all these festive drinks. And I think that's the part that gets me the most with the holidays, is all the fun festive drinks. I've been trying to make my own festive drinks that are mocktails. That's still fun for me. I enjoy doing that. Christmas though, I think will be fine. New Year's, I told my husband that I want to just do a staycation somewhere. I want to go somewhere. I don't want to be around a bunch of annoying drunken people when I'm sober for my first New Year's sober. So that's what we're planning on doing, is hopefully going out of town, doing something different with just the four of us, which sounds absolutely delightful, and I don't have to be around triggering situations or events. I can just go into this new year completely sober without a hangover. I love this question. I could go into so much detail about it. Everything just pops into my head. I could just ramble on. I really appreciate the question, and I hope that you continue commenting and asking me questions. Next question, how have you handled or will you handle being sober around difficult people? For example, sorry, I love this question. For example, difficult family members during the holidays, the ones that you used to drink just to tolerate being around them. Honestly, I am not going home for the holidays. I'm staying in my own bubble. I'm not ready to go and put myself in a situation full of people drinking. So I'm going to do what's best for me and my family. That's how I'm handling the holidays this year, is I'm just going to limit who I'm around and what I'm doing. I kind of just wear my emotions on my sleeve, and people know that I get annoyed with them. For the difficult ones, probably just limit my time there and like limited engagement, which is pretty much what I've done throughout many years, even being drunk, is I just take myself out of situations for the most part and just try to engage with different people, or just tell my husband I'm ready to go home. I'm ready, like gotta go. It's nice to be on the same page with your spouse, because then you know you kind of have a code word, and when one says it's time to go, it's time to go. And especially now, we definitely honor that time system now that we're both sober. People do annoy us both the same. I love it because everybody has difficult family members, and and friends, like, you know, you just have difficult people that you are around, and you just have to pretty much tolerate them and get through it. We used to drink to just be able to tolerate them, and unfortunately, I just have to deal with that. I just have to suck it up, and I will give you a better answer when I go back home and put myself around 40 different people, because I'm literally just limiting myself of who I'm around for now, because that's what's best. I don't need those triggers. I don't need to leave disliking people. It's hard. People know that we're on this journey, and they're very respectful of our first year, and I completely appreciate that. Don't get me wrong, we love being around our family and friends, but it's also really nice leaving before all the drama unfolds. I had mentioned in my other videos about leaving the concerts before the drama unfolds, because you can start seeing it unfold. Everything gets started talking about, and it just drama. We leave now before the drama unfolds, and we get to go home and wake up without like pissing anybody off or being pissed off at anybody. Thank you for being a subscriber, and thank you so much for this question. I hope that I answered your question for the most part, but when it comes down to it, how I handle it is I just limit my time, and I will not put myself in situations at certain places if I know that it's not gonna go well, and I will leave early if needed. And that's how I'm handling it and will continue to handle it. I loved this question so much, because so many times, you know, we have to figure out how we tolerate with difficult people, and is there really an answer besides limiting it? I honestly giggled at this comment, because I've been in several situations and people have asked me even when I was drinking, how are you gonna handle it? Well, I just tolerate these people. I don't have to be around them for long, and, you know, get a leave. Next question from a regular commenter. I have really enjoyed your first two podcast casts. Unfortunately, I can't watch it live because of work. I watch it later the same day, and I would like to hear more about health, wellness, and fitness, and how achieving health and wellness goals inspires you, or rather how it pushes and motivates you to further pursue your goals, thus leaving alcohol further behind in the rear view mirror as you go forward. This is a really good question, and it could be a really long answer. I have literally been contradicting myself for pretty much my whole entire adult life. I've always been into health and fitness, and what inspired me is I have seen unhealthy people growing up. I was like, I don't want to be like that. I do not want to be like that. I've always been the healthier eater. I've always been the one that like worried about how I looked, how I felt, and I guess I just what inspires me is I just don't want to be miserable. Here I am teaching people to be healthier and work out also while I'm like poisoning myself, contradicting myself. It all cancels each other out. I'm, drinking until 10, 11 o'clock at night, waking up at 5 o'clock. What was the point of that? Like, I was not getting anywhere. I mean, I was just poisoning myself, contradicting everything that I was doing, trying to help people, and it just didn't really, none of it made sense. Drinking myself into illness, future illnesses, and all those things that inspired me from a young age to not be unhealthy. I was walking those steps the whole entire time and didn't even realize it until I quit drinking. And now I'm just focusing on healing my body, healing my mind, my heart, my gut, like everything that alcohol destroys. And it's baby steps. Like anything, it is literally baby steps. Nothing is going to happen overnight. And I have the same conversation with the same subscriber. Like we know things don't happen overnight. Everything is hard work. Quitting drinking is hard work. Getting healthy is hard work. Losing weight is hard work. Eating right is hard work, but it all eventually falls into place. Yes, it took me a while to realize that I was gonna quit drinking, and the moment that I poured those bottles down the drain, I felt a sense of relief. It was probably one of the best day of my life last year when I decided to quit drinking. And then we just did a fast because it has so many benefits and can naturally heal the damage that I have caused to my body. And we just did that. It was 36 hours. Definitely, I've never really believed in fasts. I never wanted to fast because I didn't want to not drink. So here we are, finished our first fast of 36 hours. We conquered it, and I have felt absolutely amazing. And going forward, I want to do more. I want to learn more about how to heal my body naturally and just continue getting healthier and inspire more people. Inspiring those that have quit drinking because of me, it keeps me inspired to keep going and motivating and be healthier and just show everybody that it can be done. It is doable. It doesn't happen overnight. That is the key to success. Nothing happens overnight. Everything is a baby step, and it'll be left in the rearview mirror. You have to work towards looking out that windshield. Moving forward, I've gotten back into personal training again, slowly, but I started advertising again for personal training, actually expanding into boot camps, doing online nutrition plans or workout plans if people want them. Going forward, I've found a different confidence in health and fitness that I want to help others. I want to reach more people because I have felt amazing since quitting drinking, and I just want to keep inspiring more and more, reaching and helping people get to their goals. Quitting drinking has just opened up a whole new mindset that I can actually do this. Thank you, James, for this question. I appreciate all of your comments and your engagement in this group. Last question from this specific Q&A post. Did abstaining from alcohol together bring you closer as a couple? I would love to answer this more in depth when Jonathan and I do another podcast together. As bringing us closer together, we don't fight near as much, and we do things more as a family. So I guess, yes, it has brought us closer because we're not trying to flee from each other anymore. I'm gonna run and be with my friends because I'm drinking, and then he's just gonna get irritated with me, and he wants nothing to do with me because I'm drunk, and then I don't want anything to do with him because I'm drunk and he is annoyed with me. I mean, it's just one big freaking cycle. It's so annoying. So bringing us closer as a couple, I would say yes. And because alcohol was destroying our relationship, and it's been super nice being able to do more things as a family and just putting our heart and mind back into our little family. We even did family pictures this last weekend. Our first one, I was not hungover or I was not drinking prior. So stay tuned for those family pictures. We started going to church again together, just like baby steps again, repairing a relationship from years of just it being alcohol and learning, new ways. We have to be closer because nobody else around us is completely sober. So we rely on each other more than I think we have in a really long time. And that is making us better as a couple. Thank you for the question. I love hearing your comments and your engagement with me. And we will get back into this specific question when we do our next podcast. If you are struggling with being sober, wanting to quit, cutting back, please comment below. I really love hearing your stories. It helps motivate me and it helps motivate everybody else in this community.